It's 1914 and Nicholas II is ruining our country of Russia. He has failed to help our country's political, economic, and social problems. It's time for us to take a stand. He has ruined our country by blocking any attempt of creating a constitution. He has even used a secret police to get what he wants. Our country is in the present of failing considerably, and it's only getting worse. Our parliament has little to no power, and is only getting worse. Nicholas II has rejected all requests for a change. He has even used force to get what he wants against us, and we have to fight back. When you practice socialism, you have the right to vote for who you want to elect for your government, which means that you vote for people who represent you and your thoughts. What this also means is that everything is owned by the Russian government.
Have begun to use state capitalism, which was the idea made by Lenin. By this, it means state control over capitalist-owned industries. Lenin has used state capitalism because he's impressed by the system of industrial control that the German government had built during war. He did this so that it could benefit the workers and peasants of Russia.
Communism is like true peace. There is no economic class and there's no government. A guy named Karl Marx created the idea. In 1917, there was a group called the Bolsheviks. The Bolsheviks represented the majority of socialists, but in reality represented a small percent. They were later renamed to communists. They wanted a change, so they started a civil war and used a policy called the war communism, in which the people practiced communism acts. After the Civil War, the leader of the communists, Lenin, had to rebuild Russia. The war policy almost destroyed the economy, and the Civil War wasn't a huge help to Russia at all.
If our country were to adopt communism, then people would be very unfairly paid. For example, doctors would be paid the same as people who worked stocking shelves. So you wouldn't be paid the correct amount of money you would do for your work.
Capitalism is bad because you could be working for a privately owned company. You could potentially be working for someone like a slave master, which could get rich off of your labor. Everything you do will not benefit you or your peers, but the rich that owns you. Capitalism is basically making everyone ruled unfairly.
Boris Yeltsin has extended Gorbachev's reforms and has attempted to transition Russia's economy to capitalism. For Russia, price controls and government subsidies have been removed and the production has moved into a private sector. Communism has appeared to be dead and capitalism appears to be triumphant. After this process, Russia should become a Western-style country. Socialism, by definition, is a way of organizing a society in which major industries are owned and controlled by the government rather than by individual people and companies. This will help the Russians by giving them more control of the companies, and also, if the companies are a big hit, then the Russians can get more money and resources. Socialism helps with industrialization, agriculture, and private enterprises, and it will help by improving many aspects in everyday lives of Russians.